Hello, my name's Jon Sermon. I'm a church minister in the UK, and I also have strong links with Africa, especially Uganda, through a charity called Romans 111 Trust. Now, some of you who've been following my videos know that I started recording videos for encouragement during the time of the COVID lockdown, and at that stage I was doing them every day. Now it's very much once in a while. But I thought it was a good time to send out another message now. Here in the UK, we're a week and a day away from the coronation of Charles, our new king. And obviously the huge sense of loss at the Queen's death has not diminished that much, but the excitement of a new era and the new king's coronation is beginning to take hold of the nation. There'll be street parties and all sorts. And we get an extra day's holiday as a result. Thinking about who he is, obviously I don't know him personally, and indeed who his mother was, we saw a wonderful example in Queen Elizabeth of a lady who knew her place following Jesus, and a sense of duty in her role, which in some ways is obviously a very privileged role, but also a very responsible role. The way she approached it was not like some world leaders who as it were, revel in having power and influence and wealth and lord it over others, but she approached her job as a servant. In doing so, following the example of Jesus Christ himself, but more than that, living out her real living faith in Jesus. And Jesus, the ultimate servant king, who gave himself for those he serves, also encourages people like leaders and kings and queens, and also ordinary people like us, to live that servant lifestyle for the benefit of others. Because whilst King Charles takes the role of head of state for our nation, and in many ways will be an ongoing leader like his mother already is, of course, he's already in post, he's also following in her footsteps, as far as we can understand it, of recognising the true King of Kings is God himself in Jesus Christ. And that even those who are a king or a queen or a president or a leader in any way are still followers, if they are healthy spiritually, followers of the King of Kings. And I want to encourage you that that invitation to be a follower of the King of Kings is still available, whether we're ordinary folk or in some special position. It's still available to all of us today, and it's something I am exploring myself in an ongoing way. I will be exploring this alongside colleagues in Africa in a couple of months' time. I have visits to Zimbabwe, to Uganda and to Kenya coming up. And I'm looking forward to sharing with African sisters and brothers what it is to follow the King of Kings. And even this morning I had the privilege of discussing this with a young lady. Young lady is a girl, a 10-year-old, who wants to prepare for baptism. Baptism is one of those things we can do in the church as an outward symbol of God making a change in our lives, to publicly declare the intention of following Jesus. Now the thing is, at church this morning I was reading a passage from the Bible in which Jesus pointed out that he came that people like us could have life to the full. That offer is available, and you can find out about it from any Christian church. I encourage you, if you don't yet know this, to look into how, in Jesus Christ, we can have life in all its fullness. God bless you.